Welcome, Adventure. I'm GM Coblin, and today we're going to discuss why you should plan out your character. Not just start with an idea, start with a first level character, and then see where it takes you. But especially in a game like Pathfinder, it is good for you to plan out your character. I suggest at least to level 5, but I'll explain to you, depending on your campaign as the video goes on, why it's better to plan it out even further than that to get the best out of it. Okay, so we're going to use one of my characters that I play in Shattered Star for this example. And so with this character currently we're level 4, but I've had this character planned out since I started at level 1. And this is using Foundry because it's easy. So there's my gear. This not only shows my advancements with my features as I go, as well as my archetype changes to that class because he's a druid. But as you can see right here, I also have all of my feats planned out as I go. And so at level 1, I knew what level, and as you can see, there's numbers on each one of these. So every time that I would get a feat normally, or as you can see here in number 6, or for level 6, I have this on a weapon. The reason is I'm going to be taking this feat and put it on my weapon because it's going to be, this is a melee specific druid. Specifically, he is a Goliath. So I plan on turning into giants, specifically trolls, for regeneration, bite attacks, and for that extra size, reach, and strength. But with this character, I planned out when I was going to be taking my heavy weapon, or my heavy armor, my furious focus, and all my other feats. And as you can see, I've got it all the way down, planned out to level 15. I do this with most of my characters. My wife does this with her characters because starting off with a good idea for a character is great. Your first 2-3 levels. Okay, so you get a feat. But going further than that, you're going to want to plan it out so that your character feels better and you don't get disappointed with how narrow your choices are if you make a wrong archetype or feat choice in the beginning, especially if you're making a monk or something, or anything with fighting style feats that has this progression. So I do this in Foundry because it's real easy, and then I can just click on to edit and disable or enable a feat as the character advances in level. I recommend always doing this for at least the first 5 levels, even if you're starting a first short campaign and that's as far as it's going to last. A one-shot is going to be different, but I always recommend 5 levels. If you have a character that you're either going to start later, or I should say in an advanced level, or something that you're going to be playing longer, like this character, if we go through this entire thing eventually, it will go all the way up to level 16, 17. My wife's character, she is 16, about to turn 17, and she's planned all the way out to level 17. Another program that I use for this is going to be Notion. I did this when planning out her gunslinger character. And it's easy in this way because I will first list their class. And then, as we can see here, I will highlight the differences in the class for her archetype. And I will plan out what feats go at what level, what abilities there are, and what archetype changes there are. This lets me get a feeling and lets me visibly see how my character is going to advance as the levels go, so that I can make it perform the way I want best possible. And I'll add in things like her tiefling and stuff. And one reason why I love Notion is because I can put links and pages all throughout it and connect to things. But I recommend you always doing this with your characters for whatever level you're going to be taking it. Or if you're just making out a build, this is going to help you vastly increase the efficiency of your character, and you're going to already have in that free time before you get into the game, or before, say, you forget what you're doing or what your build is, if you have a break like we recently did in our campaign, you're already going to know what you're going to take for the next level. I also recommend this, though this list isn't very good, for doing your items as well. My wife always has a character, or I should say a pet, like you name it, something. And since we use Forge, she has an item list with how much each one of those items cost. And then what she does is it is usually marked out, or it is not on her character, like so. And then it doesn't affect her pet at all, but she uses it basically as a shopping list. And I do this on my notes as well. As you can see, I've got a shopping list of items that I'm going to want. And I know them a little bit better, but I will put them and their price on these lists and in our Notion, so that we know about what we're going to be expecting for money by level. And so we have a shopping list as we go for things we're going to want as we advanced. Just like with this character, I know that I'm going to have to spend the money at 6, not only to have, or by level 6, to not only have this ability on there, on my weapon, but I'm also going to have it a +1 just to be able to put this feat enchantment on it. But if you ever have any problems, or you're ever going through your games and you never know where to go, spend your mental resources all at once to plan out your character in an evening for the future. And if you want, like I have some of these that are both possible at level 11, they are different routes. So if I find a way, or find that I'm lacking something at that level, I can take that instead. But planning out your character is very important when you want to get the best out of it. And so I always recommend people, when they create their character and they're still in that zone and they still have that idea, they can change it, do all the research, then do it all at once. And then if you have to change something, you find something better later on, you can. Anyway, good luck, and have fun at your table, and good luck planning. If you like this video, check out my others. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you have any tips or requests, drop them in the comments below. And until next time, may your crits be epic, your adventures legendary, and your gaming table filled with laughter.